Hi, today I will be building a simple smart home security systems on the Tinkercad. The smart home security system is an automated safety system that uses the Arduino Unos to monitor a space for unauthorized entry by integrating a PIR motion sensors for room surveillance and ultrasonic sensors as a digital tripwire for doorways and a tilt sensors to detect the window tampering. The hub provides multi-layers protections, and the system features a static logic design, allowing a users to arm or disarm the alarm via the 4x4 keypads with color LEDs and a high-pitched piezo silence, providing immediate visual and audible alerts if a security breach has occurred. So for the component requirements, we need an Arduino Uno, a long breadboard, PIR motion sensors, one ultrasonic sensors, as specifically the HCSR04, which has the 4 pins, one SW200D tilt sensors, one piezo buzzers to make the alarm sounds, two LEDs, one red, one for green, three resistors, one for 10 kilo ohm resistors, and two 220 ohm resistors for the LEDs, and some jumper wires. And for the prototype, as you can see here, first I will explain how to connect the keypad first. So from the row 1, we need to connect the row 1 to the 13, and connect the row 2 to 12, row 3 to 11, row 4 to 10. Okay, for the rows. And for the column pins, same as well. We will need to connect it from 9 to the digital pin 6. Okay. For the PIR sensors, we need to connect from the signals to the digital pin. Here is connected to 2. Of course, connect both the power and grounds. For the ultrasonic sensors, connect both the power and ground first, and connect the trigger pin and the echo pins to the digital pins. For the tilt sensors, we need to wire it like this: one side to the 5V and another side to the ground, along with a 10 kilo ohm resistors. And we need to connect the ground side of the tilt sensors to the digital pin as well. And next is the piezo buzzers. Since we have no more pins on the digital input on the Arduino Uno, we will use the analog pins as the digital output and input for the other sensors. Here, the piezo buzzer is connecting to A0 from the positive side. The negative side connects to the ground. And for the red LEDs, the anodes, which is the positive, are connected to the A1. The A2 are connecting to the green LEDs anode. And the cathode of both of the LEDs connects with a 220 ohm resistors to the ground. So this is how the connections works. I mean how to connect everything. For the code, okay, first we need to include the library for the keypad. We can click the icons here and click the include the keypad library here. Okay, and we need to set up the keypad first. We need to set up the rows numbers and the columns numbers. So for the rows, we have 4 buttons, so we'll put 4. For the columns, so for the rows, we have 4 rows, and the columns we also have 4, which is 4 times 4, as you can see here. And we need to define the key characters for both the rows and columns by putting it like this. So we need to copy the layout of the keypads to the code just like this. Okay, and next we'll define the row pins. For here I'm connecting from pin 13 to 10 for the rows, and for the columns pin I'm connecting from 8 to 6. No, I mean from the 9 to 6, sorry. And the keypad is equals to keypads so these are all the codes for the keypads. And next we'll define the pins. So for the PIR sensors pin, we are setting it to digital pin 2. The trigger pin of the ultrasonic sensors are set to 4. And the echo pins is connected to 3. Tilt sensors to 5. And the buzzer to A0 because we are running out of digital pin. So we'll connect the buzzer to the analog A0, and the red LED to analog 1, and green LED to analog 2. And we need to first define the isArm status to false. Setup sections here, set the PIR as input, trigger pin of the ultrasonic as output, the echo pin of the ultrasonic as input. Tilt sensors, define it as input, pull up, and buzzer will say to output, and red LED, green LED as output. And we'll start the serial monitors. The loop sections here, we need to define the key as character, and key equals to keypad get key, which is we need to get the input from the keypad. And this is the arming logic. So if the key inputs was hashtag, the arm status will change to true. So it will make the red LED lights up as high, and write the green LED as off, as low. Okay, and it will make the buzzer to sounds 1000. So it will make the buzzer to sound these frequencies. And for the disalarming logic will, so if the key press was the stars, the arm status will be set to false, and you will make the red LEDs to set as low, which is turn off, and set the green LED as high, which is turning on the green LEDs, and the buzzer won't be making any sounds, which is no tone buzzer. If the isArm status, so here is the if status for the isArm status. So if the isArm is true, it will check the motion PIR sensors. So if the PIR sensor is high, the alarm will be triggered as a motion detected, which indicates that a person has been woke by. So it can indicate that the second is to check the trip wires, which is the ultrasonic sensors. We'll first put the long duration at distance first, and we'll digitalWrite the trigger pin as low and delay 2 microseconds. And next is to write the trigger pin as high for the ultrasonic sensors and delay by 10 microseconds. And the next, the trigger pin will set to low. Duration is equals to pulse in, set the echo pin as high. If the distance is equals to the duration times 2 and times 29 for 1. So this is the equations for the distance. So if the distance is below 50, the alarm will be triggered, and it will show the doorway. And here is to check the windows has been broke or not, which is detected by the tube sensors. If the digital read of the tube sensors is high, it will trigger the alarm as windows open. And here we need to define the trigger of the alarm. So here is the serial print. The serial will print the reasons, and the buzzer will be turned as 2000 Hz, and the red LED will be flashing. You will first write the red LED as low delay by 100 and you will set to high. Okay. And now we'll run the simulations. And if I press the hashtag, the alarm system is now been armed, which is turned on. So if let's say I activate the PIR sensors, where like a person have walked by, the alarm the buzzer will make a sound. And if I press the alarm system will be disarmed, which is turned off. And if I activate the PIR sensors, it won't making any sounds. Same for the ultrasonics, I have to turn on the alarm first. So if a person with walk within 50 cm, the alarm will be making sound also, and the LED will be turned on. Now we'll reset the alarm, which is disarm it. And now we'll arm it and go to the tube sensors. So if the tube sensors was activated, it will also make a sound, and the red LED will be flashing. Okay, so this is how the simple smart home security system works. And thank you for watching.